Yeah, top 5, man. Trackhouse down 2 spots. This is what I feared when people started trying to calm Ross Chastain down. You never want to take a driver who is willing to stand up on the wheel and take that away from him. That's the uniqueness of that driver, and it's probably the recipe to success for that driver. It's did we watch Trackhouse rise too quick? What? I don't know how to even describe where Trackhouse is right now. I don't think they're a number 5 team. I think that that's giving them a couple of spots that maybe they don't deserve. Maybe this team should be the team that has fallen from grace, because if you knock them back 2 more spots, that would be a total of 4 down that they are. Trackhouse coming up, whether we continue to recognize them as a powerhouse team, top 5 powerhouse team, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that if we don't see something come this mid-season stretch here. Of course, that's where they found a lot of success. They started out slow last year, then all of a sudden they won Nashville, then they went to Chicago, won there. All of that can turn around this week at Iowa. But right now, this number 5 team really looks like it should be somewhere in the gutter.
Well, you have Suarez who won the 3-wide photo finish at Atlanta. That's their one win there. Let's keep in mind that there are 6 teams that have at least 1 win. We mentioned Penske already. Trackhouse is the next one in line. I think if Penske can go on the upswing while capitalizing on Trackhouse's downfall, I think these 2 teams could swap somewhere down the road. The only saving grace I could see Trackhouse having is Chastain, getting a win or 2 somewhere down the road. I think Trackhouse entirely as a whole dipped their toes into too much crap in a short amount of time. I've said it for numerous weeks. And I've said it for numerous weeks. They've dipped their toe in sports car racing. They've dipped their toe in motorcycle racing. You've signed more drivers than what they can really hold. I think they're spending more money instead of investing what is making it work, which is their Cup Series team. And I get you have a driver development deal with SVG. I'm completely for it, in all honesty, because maybe they want to invest in expanding and put him in there. That's great. They hired a young driver in Zane Smith that they could probably spend his money's worth for like 5 to 10 years if they want to go long term with him. At that point, you're rushing him up, because if he played his cards right, Zane Smith could have been an Xfinity Series contender. That could have led him to being a Cup Series regular contender. I mean, he went from contender big time in trucks with front row to all of a sudden he's a crapshoot in Cup Series.
Right. Yeah, and that's not... Daniel Suarez is what Daniel Suarez is, right? But Ross Chastain was something completely different, and now it seems to be that he's cooled off, much like his teammate Daniel Suarez. Not sure what's going on at Trackhouse. I do think that they have too many irons in the fire, as you said. They are a powerhouse team. Whether or not they continue to be a powerhouse team, I think the next 2 months will really tell that tale. We've seen Ross Chastain. We've seen him do be in some pretty good races so far this year, but I don't think he's got very many laps led. Does he, Taz? Have we looked at that? How many laps has he led this year? Ross has just not been relevant.
Oh boy, Ross Chastain. I'm working on. Laps led. Here we go. Let's see. Ross Chastain has 118 laps led year, and that's ranking kind of mid-pack.
Right. I mean, that's not even a full race, and we're halfway through the season almost. Just not typical. Russ has been a lot better driver than this so far. This season has really been, you thought with the big time sponsorship rolling in that things were, they would hopefully start the season out fast. Like I said, no need to panic yet. This team started out slow last year, but we're looking at a team that the next time we come to the power rankings, either they're going to be moved up, or the scary thought is they could move down, because this team is on the way down, not necessarily on the way up. All that could change this week. Like I said, we're going to a new track that hasn't been raced by the Cup Series before, so you would almost expect Joey Logano to win this race for sure, but that's coming in Taz's hot pick. We'll get to that here in just a minute. But Ross Chastain, this may be favorable for the type of package that they run, and hopefully we'll see a little bit more even competition amongst the Chevy drivers instead of just one-sided with the likes of Hendrick Motorsports.